Hi there. Happy Travel Tuesday.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Elizabeth.
Nice to see you in person, Brian.
I know. Last week we were on a split screen, but it's great to be in person. A lot going on, and the weather did get cooler. We had 90 degrees last weekend and last Friday.
I like the 90s. Some people complained. It wasn't me.
I hope it wasn't you. I never complain about the weather because in Western New York, it changes.
And you can't control it.
You can't control it, and you just got to go with it. But it's been cool in the mornings. I walk really early, and it's been cool out.
Last night, the windows were still open a little bit. The furnace was kicking on. I wrapped in blankets.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, wait a minute here.
I know. And we got kind of that smoke from the wildfires in Canada, so we're not seeing that crisp blue sky, but they say it's going to get better and better. So You know what? You take the moment as it is.
Well, school is letting out. People are ready to travel. There's a lot of families here looking at luggage and other items they need. Some people traveling within the U.S., some people heading, one of the families said they're heading to Italy. So how exciting.
And you know what? That's a lot of celebration travel, and we talk about that. Celebration travel is so important right now, whether it's anniversaries, extended family vacations, and all that good stuff, graduations, and a lot of people are traveling, not only domestically, but to Europe as well. So we're your one-stop shop for that, Elizabeth.
Yeah, and you can see with the crowds here today, they're on the other side of the camera. But wanted to point out with the celebration travel, people are taking these life milestones. It could be a graduation, a retirement, a birthday, whatever, anything.
Absolutely.
And tying it in because they realize they want to be with their friends and their loved ones. If they missed out on these opportunities in the pandemic, people are realizing that it's really important to make those memories with your favorites, your loved ones, your family, and your friends.
And it's all about learning new things and trying new foods and all of that stuff, but doing it, as a family, extended family, friends and family. We have those opportunities, and when you do go to Europe, we got all the necessities here as well. We didn't during the pandemic. We have foreign currency now, so stop in. You can order your foreign currency. You can order it online. You can order it in person. It comes within 24 to 48 hours. And again, you don't want to be in Europe without some local currency in your pocket.
Right.
It just is, good to have. Certainly credit cards are usable, but, you want that little gelato in the evening or a little tip for a driver. It's really good to have that. 80 countries. I didn't even realize there were foreign currency for 80 countries.
Right.
Yes.
But still, if you're going in one of the local bazaars or little shops, sometimes you want something a little bit, it's just easier just to use that cash.
And your international driver permit, that's always good to have. We have those there. We've been selling a lot of those, taking photos for that. It really is important. You need the right documentation when you travel out of the country, but in that passport, there is a delay with them, so make sure that you have your passport valid for 6 months after your intended travel date, or don't get your plan set yet until you know your passport's in the system to be processed.
Very good tips there. I mean, we're telling people at least 3 months to get the passport.
Yes,
so if you have a trip that's coming up, my daughter said the other day, Mom, I got to do this, and wanted to wait till her 16th birthday so she can get an adult passport. So that's a reminder too.
It is, absolutely. So.
But we have some breaking automotive news, some research news from AAA. So AAA conducted some research. So the number one selling pickup truck in the U.S., do you know what it is? The most popular pickup truck.
So I'm going to guess it's not an endorsement, but I might say the Ford F-150.
It is the Ford F-150.
Oh, wow, okay. So, I see a lot of ads. I'm not a pickup truck guy, but I was doing that from the commercials.
Okay, well, they're working. So the Ford F-150 is most popular. So they have an EV version, and it's called the Lightning, the Ford F-150 Lightning. So it's an EV. So AAA did this research, loaded up the pickup truck with 1,400 pounds, just shy of its maximum capacity, with sandbags, to see if it loses any of its EV range when it's loaded up that much. And the answer was yes. It lost almost 25% of its range when it was that heavy. It's carrying that heavy of a payload. Now, they did point out, a lot of people might not carry something that heavy. It might not be so bad, but if you're hauling mulch, concrete, you see all the trucks out here.
You see them,
all the landscapers.
Yes.
So if it is something you're planning to do, just take that into consideration. If you're going to have a heavy payload, you want to make sure you pick the right vehicle for you. So these are all things to consider. But it's very interesting research, and it's right at AAA.com.
Wow, that's a fairly significant reduction. However, people aren't driving with that payload constantly.
Exactly.
So you have to take that into consideration as well. It's not all bad news.
No, it's not at all.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. One of the reasons AAA did the research was to test out these vehicles for our own needs as far as roadside assistance. Now, how is this going to perform if we want to switch over to some EVs in our fleets?
Well,
so that was part of it, but there's a consumer interest of it as well. So
of
that's
course
why we're
there is.
sharing
Wow,
it, right?
what an interesting study. Yeah. Wow, very cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
And back to travel, you have some unique travel opportunities. We usually have specials and deals, but today you wanted to talk about some unique opportunities.
Well, I do, but before I get into those, I do want to mention we still have some spaces on our WECK listener trip. So there's a few cabins left. We're going the 14th of October to the 19th. It's a no-fly cruise. We're going to take motor coach to New York and have a nice 5-night cruise to Bermuda with Royal Caribbean Cruises on their Liberty of the Seas.
Yeah, and we kind of stopped talking about it because I'm like, this is going to sell out, and we don't want people to be disappointed. But there's literally like a handful of cabins left.
Yeah, not even a handful of people, like 3 cabins left. So if you'd like to join us, it's going to be great. We're going to enjoy Bermuda and have some great opportunities. There's going to be a WECK listener cocktail party and lots of fun. So that'll be great. The 14th of October for 3 nights.
Yeah, and we sure hope that you'll join us. So get those last spots, and it'll be a great time.
All right. So these are 2 unique trips that I want to talk about.
Okay.
They're from our group department, and we have them scheduled for the fall. But I have a question for you, Elizabeth.
Uh-oh.
One of them is to the USA Mighty 5 Parks. Do you know what the Mighty 5 Parks are?
Okay, you're going to put me on the spot because I put you on the spot about the pickup truck, but...
but I was right on the pickup truck.
I know we did. I wouldn't know, except we did a radio program with Melissa Peterson, our group travel manager, recently, and I want to say Zion and Bryce were on the list.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
bingo.
You got 2 out of the 5. So Zion, well, you mentioned 2 out of the 5.
Okay.
If I put you on the spot more, you probably would know
crumble.
them. But crumble. Grand Canyon National Park, Arches National Park, and Capitol Reef National Park. So that rounds out the 5. The Mighty 5.
Okay.
So it's a group trip, a AAA retail group with an escort from AAA. It's going September 13th to the 19th. And that is going to be round-trip air from Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, 6-night accommodations, deluxe transportation, meals, so much sightseeing. I was out there a few years ago before actually during the pandemic with a AAA group. Arches National Park, all those are wonderful sightseeing opportunities. So there's space on there. It's going to start in Las Vegas, and then it's a 7-day trip. So it really is going to be a great opportunity. Give us a call or AAA.com/groups, September 13th to the 19th.
When you think about going to the national parks, especially trying to visit more than one in one trip, it's so overwhelming. And this way you're going to have a group tour guide there with you. You can just relax, enjoy the sights. You'll have time on your own, but you're going to be able to see all the key features without having to get lost.
Absolutely.
In the process.
So not only are you going to have a tour director from AAA, you're going to have the local tour guides as well out there. So you're really seeing the best of the best with all of those. And so it is the Mighty 5, but so much more.
Right.
So again, September 13th to the 19th. Another one, it's on my bucket list. I've always wanted to do this. There's still space available. It's the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta.
Oh,
You've seen pictures
are
of it.
so beautiful.
They are so beautiful. So this is a group going out the 12th of October, the 12th to the 16th. Again, includes round-trip air from Buffalo or Syracuse, 4 nights. A lot of great sightseeing. You're going to see Santa Fe. You're going to see Albuquerque. You're going to the Balloon Fiesta as well. So many museums. It's really chock full of, in the Southwest is a great area of our country to really explore.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. And we see the balloons over Letchworth. This is known across the country that people go to Albuquerque for their balloon festival. So
it really
talk about
is
an Instagram moment.
Yeah, a fall trip out there again, the 12th to the 16th. AAA.com/groups as well. Great opportunity. So 3 great trips. One very limited space, but there is space on the other. So give us a call and get those planned for this fall.
Comment below and let us know which one sounds good to you. How's
Absolutely. You bet.
Okay, happy Travel Tuesday, everyone.
Bye, everybody.